All right, shalom, shalom, Israel. This is the mod from the Shield of Zion camp, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Right, for those that don't know, Yahweh being the real name of the Most High God. Right, Bahashem meaning in the name of, right, Yahushua, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That is not his name. His real name is Yahushua, and he is the Son of the Most High. Right? And Bahashem in the name of Rakakadas, meaning here, four corners of the earth, according to Deuteronomy 4:27, Isaiah 11:11, right? Tobit 13:3, and James 1:1, and a plethora of other precepts through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. As you can see on the screen, today's lesson will be on regeneration. Right? Is regeneration isn't in the Bible? Right? Because a lot of people get reincarnation and regeneration mixed up. Right? Reincarnation is when, in matter of fact, reincarnation is what the East Indians believe, right? They believe that in reincarnation that you can come back as a damn animal, come back as a fish, come back as a parrot, come back as anything, come back as a damn stove, and that's not biblically sound right there. All right, so we're gonna get what is regeneration. All right, so give me 1 second as I so I can share my stream, and we're gonna get right into it. All right, and we actually go look up regeneration. So lucky. All right, so this is the meaning of regeneration, right? Regeneration means an act or process of regenerating, a state of being regenerated, the renewal, the regrowth, or restoration of a body or a bodily part, tissue, or substance after injury, or as a normal bodily process, continued regeneration of epithelial cells. Right, so basically regeneration is when you pass away, when you die, you come back, and you come back in a new body. Same spirit, but new body. So you basically being regenerated back on the earth, being put back on the earth, right? So that's what we believe here. Here in Shield of Zion, we believe that regeneration is in the Bible. Right, we don't believe that this is the only time we've been on the earth. We believe that we've been here from generation to generation. Right, and don't literally means that when you die you come back in the next generation. We're saying that we keep coming back. Right, Israel's going to keep coming back. It's not just somebody new that is being born. Right, these are the same spirits that the Most High has created. Right, the Most High created all the spirits on the earth. Right, you just think that somebody new just go pop up. No, we all been here, right? So let's go back to all right, Ecclesiastes 3. Right, this is let me see. Bear with me. Alright. I might be here. Just bear with me. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Right, so this is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 11. And it reads, there is no remembrance of former things. Right, so this is why when we get put back on this earth, we don't remember what happened in our past lives. Right, we don't remember these things that were past. Right, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of the things that are to come with those that shall come after. Right, so we're not going to remember our past lives, man. We don't know what we did 5 generations ago, right? We don't know what we did in our past lives. So that's something you just have to understand. And Solomon knew that, right? Solomon believed in the resurrection. He believed in regeneration. If he didn't, why would he write something like this, man? Right? So remember, regeneration is being regenerated, right? Being put in a new body, being made new, renewal, right? So now we can prove that regeneration is in the scriptures, right? Let's get Jeremiah 51:19. This is Jeremiah 51:19. It said, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, right? And Israel is the rod of his inheritance, right? Yahweh of hosts is his name, right? So Jacob is the former of all things, right? Because we keep constantly coming back on this earth, right? All the former things we are already done. That's why I say in Ecclesiastes 1:7, we are not going to remember our past lives, right? So Jacob is the former of all things, man. And remember, regeneration means to come back on the earth again, right? So that's why we constantly find it, hey, quote unquote, black people was the first ones to make this. Black people was the first ones to do that. Black people the first ones to do this and that and that and that, right? Because we are the form of all things. We've been on this earth before. All right, let's get Ecclesiastes 6 and verse 10. Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, that which have been named already, it is known that it is man, neither may he contend with him that is mightier than him. Right, so man has been on the earth already. These spirits are back on the earth right now, right? Many spirits come back, right? So let's go to Psalms 78 verse 1. They say, give ear, O my people, to my law, and incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable, and I will utter dark sayings of old, right? And a lot of dark sayings and parables, man, right? So this scripture is speaking in parables, dark sayings, right? So you got to have the correct understanding to be able to go through the scriptures and understand these things, man. Right. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 1. It said the words of the preacher, the son of David, is talking about Solomon. King in Jerusalem, the vanity of vanity, said the preacher, vanity of all vanities. All is vanity. Right. So everything is vanity at the end of the day. Right. King Solomon saw it all. He did it all. Right. He know the deep, darkest secrets, man. Right. Because the mysteries are revealed to the servant, the prophets. Right. So King Solomon wrote about things being done before. That's why Jacob is the former of all things, man. Right. That's why I say the Most High require which is past. Right. So he's constantly sending out the same spirits over and over and over and over again. That's why I say when you die, you really don't die, man. Your body, your damn meat suit really dies, man. But hey, your spirit, it never dies, man. It constantly keeps coming back. It's constantly being renewed, right? Being put in another body, man. All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Let's prove that. Ecclesiastes 12:7, it say, then shall the dust return into the earth as it was, and the spirit should return into the Most High who gave it. Right? So the spirits return to the Most High. Right? Man, man was created from the dust of the earth. Right? Dust show that man return. Guess what? The spirit goes up back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let's prove that. This is Genesis 2:7. It said, in Yahweh power formed man in the dust of the earth, right, or dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Right. What is the breath of life? The breath of life is talking about the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Wisdom. And man became a living soul. Right. And so man was created from the dust and the elements of the earth, right? Because when we go to Genesis chapter 3 verse 16, let's say, all right, bear with me. Well, here we go. This is Genesis 3:19. It say, in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return into the ground, for out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and to dust thou shalt return. So when you die, right, you give up the ghost and get out of that meat suit, right? Your body goes to the dust, to the ground, right? And your spirit goes back up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. So let's get 16:11. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 5, verse 42. Right, and it say, and he said unto me, I will liken my judgment to a ring, like as there's no slackness of the last, even there is no swiftness of the first. So when you die, your spirit goes back to Yahweh, and you get judged and get sent back on the earth to live out your judgment. Right? Let's get hold on, bear with me. I'm going back to the blue letter. Let's get Psalms 104 and 29. That's the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 29. Thou hidest my face. They are trouble. Thou takest away their breath. They die and return into the dust. Right, verse 30. Thou sendest forth thy spirit. They are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. So sent forth for the spirits, and they get sent back on the earth. Right, because we go back to the Apocrypha. Right, let's get 2nd Esdras. Right, so you die. Right, your body dies. Your spirit goes back up to the Most High to get renewed, and then it gets sent back down into the earth, man. Right, this is right. So just to explain it again, man was created from the dust of the earth, right? So back to the dust that we go, right? Meaning our bodies that the Most High created from the dust of the ground has to go back into the dust of the ground, meaning that our body is going to be decomposed, right? But our spirit goes back to the Most High. Then we get our judgment, right? Our spirit gets renewed. Then we come back down to live out our judgment. That's why when you see people be born blind, born with bad eyesight, and I got bad eyesight, so I probably did something in my past life that that was probably bad, and Most High probably judged me for it. So I don't remember it, but that's why people be born with one arm and no legs, and get all these damn birth defects and things of that sort, right? Because they getting judged for their past lives, right? And they get sent back down on the earth to live out their judgment. Let's prove that. This is 2 Esdras chapter 14, verse 35. It say, for after death shall the judgment come, right? So when you die, the spirit goes back up to the Most High, then you get judged. And when we shall what? Live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, right? The names of the righteous are going to be manifest, right? Because people are going to be being judged left to right. Man born with no eyes, man born with one leg, man born with damn birth defect, right? And the works of the ungodly should be declared, man. Right? So let's get another example. So lucky. Let's get another example. Right? This is the book of John. Chapter 9. Here's John chapter 9, verse 1. It say, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, good master, who did sin, right? Who did sin? This man or his parents, right? So why would the disciples ask, hey Lord, who sinned? This man, right? Because a baby can't sin. A baby cannot sin. A baby is not aware of anything once it's born, man. Right? So, why would they say, did this man sin or his parents? Why? Because the disciples had the understanding of regeneration. They knew that this man has been here before. So, did this man sin? Did this man do something in his past life to make him get this judgment? Why would the disciples ask that? Because the disciples had understanding on regeneration. Yahushua believed in regeneration, that he was born blind. And Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but the works of God should be made manifest in him. See that? That the works of God be made manifest in him. That goes back to 2 Esdras 14 and 35, right? So they understand judgment comes from your previous life. So let's go back. Let's go back to the blue letter. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes 1 verse 3. All right, it say, what profit have a man of all his labor, which he taketh under the sun? Right, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So one generation dies, and another comes, and the earth is always going to be here, right? Verse 5, it said, the sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth his place where he arose, and the wind goeth towards the south, and turneth around unto the north, and it whirleth around continually, and the wind returneth again according to the circle. So everything has its course. Or the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full, right? So all this water going into the sea, rivers, still got rain, you have storms, right? All these things happen, yet the sea is still not full. It's not overflowing, right? And to this place from which the rivers come, thither they return again, right? All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eyes is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing, right? The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So, I mean, there's no new thing under the sun, no new spirit, man, right? There is no new spirit. It might be a new body, a new meat suit, right? But like you said, the Most High renews the spirit, send that same spirit back down, and gets put in another body, right? Right. Let's go to verse 10. So lock it. Verse 10, and it say, is there anything wherewith it may be said, seeing this is new, or have it been already in old time which before? So there's nothing new that is here on earth, man. Everything has been done. Everything has rushed its course. It's like Solomon explained at the river, right? Rivers come into the sea, and yet the sea is never filled, right? And it's like a continual cycle, right? And it eventually keeps going around. It's like a damn marathon, like a damn I'm trying to think of the right word. It's like a loop, basically. All right, we'll read verse 11 again. It say, there is no remembrance of former things, neither should there be any remembrance of things that are come with those that should come after. Right? So we're not going to remember our past lives, man. Right? We're not going to remember what happens, what we did in our past lives. Right? I mean, we'll get an account of that, a couple more accounts, right, to prove that. All right, but let's get the book of Exodus 20. All right, call y'all about Shemel Shah. This Exodus 20 and 5, and say, thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right, so the Lord said he visit the sins of the forefathers because you are your forefathers, right? And also saying Sirach 11 and 28, a man should be known in his children, man. All right. So let's get this account. All right, a man should be known in his children. Right, and it said, and his disciples asked them, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias or Elias or Elijah must first come? Verse 11. And Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Elias surely shall first come and restore all things. Verse 12. But I say unto you that Elias has come already, and they knew him not, but have done to him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Right? And then they say that verse 13, the disciples understood that he spake unto them John the Baptist. Right? So the disciples understood, right? Yahweh said they had done whatsoever they listed, and they thought about it. And then they knew that very moment that, hey, Elijah was indeed what? John the Baptist, man. Right? So that's a perfect example of regeneration, right? Elijah came back on this earth as John the Baptist, right? Let's get Malachi 4 and 5. It said, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. Right? So let's get 2 Kings, right? This is prophecy being fulfilled right here, man. 2 Kings 2 and 10. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing, nonetheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it should not be so. And it shall come to pass that they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and the horses of fire, and parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a war ram. Right? So this is Elijah. Elijah got translated, right? And they say from the great for the great and terrible day of the Lord, he will send Elijah the prophet. Right? Elijah the prophet did come. This has already been prophesied and been fulfilled in John the Baptist. All right, let's get Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. It say, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we all let's start that over. Then Matthew 19, 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Right. So what should be our reward for forsaking the world? Right. And it say, and Yahweh said unto you, or Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that yea, which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, he shall also to sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So the reward is the kingdom of heaven in their next life, judging Israelites upon the 12 thrones, right? So Yahweh said, follow me in the regeneration. This out of Yahweh's own mouth. He said, follow me into the regeneration, right? Let's get Revelations 1 verse 7. Revelations 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, right? The chariots, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kingdoms of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Right? So the man that killed Yahweh, they even want to see him in the second coming, right? How is that possible? Because these men, right, these same spirits are going to be back on the earth during that time, man, right? Through the regeneration, right? We just keep coming back. We just keep getting renewed, right? We just keep coming back, man, right? This is not hard to understand. That's why I say the secrets are given to his servant, the prophet. So yes, regeneration is in the scriptures, right? I'm gonna read that again. It's Revelations 1 and 7. They say, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, right? The people that killed Christ, killed Hamashiach Yahushua, right? They're going to be there to see him when he comes back and crack that sky. How is that possible? Through regeneration. These same spirits are going to be on the earth, man, right? A new, same spirit, but new body, also known as a meat suit, man. Right? So, man is made in the dust of the ground, right? Man has to go back to that dust of the ground, meaning he dies, get buried, right? And he decomposes back into where he came from, which is the ground. The spirit goes back up to the Most High, right? Most High judge you, right? Renews you, and then sends you back down another body. Then you live out your judgment, right? Let's get Luke 9 and 7. This is Luke 9 and 7. It say, now Herod, the tetrarch, heard of all that was done by him, and he was perplexed, right? Because that it was said of some that John had risen from the dead, right? And some that Elias had appeared, and of others that one of the old prophets was risen again, right? So they understood regeneration, right? They understood regeneration and even asked Yahweh this, right? So if regeneration is not in the Bible, why would the disciples ask Yahweh these things, right? And they instantly thought, okay, John the Baptist, right? You got a lot of bug outs out here not teaching that regeneration is not in the Bible, and they're getting mixed up with reincarnation. But here in TSOZ, Shield of Zion, we don't teach in reincarnation. We teach regeneration. All right, this is Matthew 16:13. Right, and it say, when Yahweh came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Right, why would Yahweh ask the disciples this, man? Hey, who do people think I am? Right? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah or Jeremias, or one of the prophets. Now these men are dead, man. Right? Why would they ask about this if regeneration wasn't a thing? Why would the scriptures is plain, man? It's literally telling you these things, man. All right, let's get Job 14. Right, Job 14:13. Oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time and remember me. right? So basically saying, Job was basically saying, hide me in the grave, kill this flesh, and bring me back. So he understood regeneration. Even Job understand regeneration, right? It said, if a man dies, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come, right? So even Job understood, right? Let's get Job 19:25. This is Job 19 verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stay in the latter days upon the earth. Right? The last days our Redeemer will be here, right? And who is our Redeemer? Hamashiach Yahushua. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. So Job knew, right? He said, yet in my flesh I shall see the Most High. Right? Meaning he knew in a later time that he will be back on this earth. Right? Let's get John 1:18, man. So the scripture just plain on regeneration. It's plain. This is John 1:18. No man hath seen the Most High any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. Right? And this is the second Slaki, and this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who are thou? And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Christ. And when they asked him, what then? Art thou Elias? And he said, I am not. Right? Thou art that prophet? And he answered, no. Right? And that goes back to Ecclesiastes 1:11, right? Because John couldn't remember who he was, right? Because there is no remembrance of former things, man. Right? So let's go back to the KJV 16:11. Second Edges chapter 1. bear with me, Salakia. Second Edges 1:39. Right. The second Edges 1:39. And to whom I will give leaders, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right. Hosea is Hosea, Amos. Right. Micah is, which is I believe. So we got to get this in because this is written in the Greek. 139 GNTD. All right. We'll get this in the GNT version. Right, and it say, look at the leaders I have given them. Right, Salaki, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah. Okay, that was Micah. Joel, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, who is called the Lord's messengers. Right, so all these men will be sent for the leaders in the last days. Right. Let's get Daniel. Daniel 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot in the last day. So the Lord told Daniel to go thy way to the end be, right? Rest means to be deceased or dead. Stand in thy lot at the end of the day. So Daniel is back on the earth right now as we speak, man. Right? Daniel is back on the earth. Revelations 10:11. Right, and it say, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kings. Right, so the Lord told John he was going to prophesy in the last days because he was going to be reborn again. Right. So let's get Revelations chapter 14, verse 13. Right. It's saying, I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from the labors and the works that follow them. Right, talking about the martyrs of Yahushua, man. Right. So this is going into the martyrs of Yahushua, right? They're going to rest from their works, right? So this is all future prophecy, man. Right? A lot of prophets, a lot of men is going to have to die. Yet we say they're going to be in the kingdom, right? They're going to be murderers for Yahushua, meaning they're going to have to die. So they're going to be reborn in the kingdom, man. All right, let's get Revelations 18 and 24. Right, and it say in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints, right? And we say Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Micah, Jonah, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We say all these people are going to be in the kingdom of the Most High. How? Through regeneration. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints of all that were slain upon the earth. So you're going to have man getting beheaded and put to death. Your work is going to follow you, whether you be dead or alive, right? So let's go back to KJV. Hold on, bear with me. KJV 16:11. All right, we're going to go to 2nd Esdras 16. 17, it say, woe is me, right? Woe means destruction, distress. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, right? And these are end time prophecies, right? Verse 18 reads, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do in these evils when these evils shall come? Right? Because how do Esdras know this? Right? Esdras, this is the entire prophecy that the Most High showed Esdras, right? Because Esdras knew that in the last days and latter days that he will be back on this earth. Right, so let's go back to Revelations 18 and 20. Revelations 18 and 20, it said, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up, right, verse 21, a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. Right? So these are all end time prophecies, right? All end time prophecies. That has to happen, right? And notice how in Revelation 18 and 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, ye apostles and the prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her, right? So these are all end time prophets. Prophets are going to have to die. Apostles are going to be being put to death. Men of the Lord is going to be being put to death. Righteous men, martyrs are going to be put to death, right? How these men are going to be in the kingdom if they dead? They're going to be what? Regenerated. All right, let's go to Habakkuk. Habakkuk 3 and 15. Right, thou didst walk through the sea with thy horses through the heat of great waters. And when I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up into the people, he will invade them with troops. So he knew that regeneration existed because he said he wanted to rest in the day of trouble, man. Right? So let's go back to the 16:11. Let's go to 2nd Maccabees. 2nd Maccabees 7 and 9. And it say, and when he was the last grabs, he said, thou like a fury taketh us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall rise us up, who have died for his laws and everlasting life. Who's the king of this world? Right, let's get Sirach. Sirach 18. 1 is saying, he that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he who governeth the whole world with the palm of his hand, and all the things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by the power dividing holy things among them that were for fame. Right, so Yahweh is the king of this world, man. Right, he's the king of the world. This is his show. He's running it, man. Let's get 2 Maccabees 7:14. Right. So when he was ready to die, he said, thus, it is good being put to death by man, to look for the hope from Yahweh to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. Right? So even during this time, they knew about regeneration, right? Let's get the book of Acts. Where even Paul, right, who people love, Christians definitely love Paul. He believed in regeneration, right? Let's get Acts 24:14. But this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call here say, so worship I the God of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and the prophets. So Paul believed these things, man, as he believed on Yahweh Shah. And I hope towards Yahweh, which they themselves also allow, that there shall be a resurrection of the dead, both the just and the unjust, right? So Paul believed also in the resurrection, right? I also going to believe in regeneration, right? We all going to be regenerated, right? And resurrected. All right, so let's get 2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 16. And it say, and those that be dead I will raise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves, for I have known my name in Israel. So men are going to be coming back to life from the dead, man. Right? So let's get 1 Maccabees. 1 Maccabees 4:35. Right, and it say, now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, right, and the malignaness of Judah's soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die vainly, he went to Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers, and having made his army greater than it was, and he proposed to come again into Judah. Right. So these people, because these Judas Maccabees and his soldiers were ready to die, live or die vainly, man. Right. You think they ain't believe in the resurrection? They ain't believe in regeneration, man. Right. They knew that they were going to be rose up again, and they're going to be living again. So they said, hey, I'd rather live or die, right, fighting for the laws of Yahweh by Shemel Shah, man. Let's go to Job. Job 3:17. It say, there the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together, and they hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. So going into the spirit world, they don't have to worry about anything. They at rest, right, with the Lord. Everyone goes back, even children, Israelites, even Esau, right? So let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. Right, and it reads, for the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, and not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man knowing no to have returned into the grave. Right? So ungodly thought that you only live once, right? You've been here multiple times, right? How many people believe that? Right? Hey, you only live once, YOLO, right? And that's a damn lie. You live more than once, man. You keep coming back. Right? Numbers 24 and 17. Right? And it's saying, I shall see him. Right? But not now. Why would it say that? I shall see him, but not now. And I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall a star come out of Jacob, and a structure shall rise out of Israel, and he shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Sheth. Right, so it's talking about how Mashiach and outside. They're going to see him in the future, just like Job said he's going to see his Redeemer. Right, he just said the star of Jacob, man. Right, verse 18. And Edom should be a possession. Seir also should be a possession for his enemies, and Israel should do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth in the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up, right, his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, right? And who's running this world right now? The Jewish man, right? Who is Amalek in the scriptures, right? But his letter N should be that he perished forever, right? So let's go back. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. And it reads, For I said in my heart concerning the estates of the sons of men, that Yahweh might manifest them, that they might see themselves as beasts. For as much which befall the sons of man befall the beasts, even one thing befalleth them, as one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man have no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. All go into one place, all are of dust, all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of a man that goeth upwards, and the spirit of the beast that goes downwards to the earth? Right? So, even the animals, right? Animals keep coming back, right? And they keep going up and down, right? Because they're going to keep constantly dying and coming back. It's like a damn loop. Right? So let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 29 and 9. Right? It says, Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry that are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with drink. Meaning, stand up. These other nations are drunk off that wine, but not with wine. Different doctrines of Babylon the Great. Right? Right, so many of our people are drunk off the wine of Babylon, right? Going into these different philosophies, doctrines, and things of that sort, right? Regeneration is in the Bible, man. You have to understand that, right? We constantly keep coming back, right? We come back to on this earth, right? Our every third or fourth generation, right, and into our family, man, right? So there's been a breakdown on Regeneration. I might do a part 2 on this to continue on. Lord willing, I'll get to part 2. But hey, Israel, make sure you're watching these breakdown videos. You know, I'm not only edifying the nation, but I'm also edifying myself as well. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Rikakadash. Shalom.